Hey, hello, and welcome back. Well, I don't know where y'all been, but I want to bring you guys this video because I'm super excited about the choices that I'm making to better my life and my health. So, let's talk about this gastric sleeve. The first thing you want to do is contact your insurance. Everyone knows that your insurance will let you know if this surgery is covered or not. If you just got that money and you can afford to pay for it out of pocket, do you, boo-boo. So anyways, call your insurance, make sure they cover it. My insurance actually covered it. Now, what the representative told me is that the criteria they're looking for in order to even approve this type of surgery is you have to do 6 months worth of nutritional counseling. You have to also set up a psych evaluation, okay? Then you have to meet your surgeon. And then you also have to have a procedure done where you have to have the lining of your stomach checked. So they put a scope down your throat, and of course you're gonna be sedated and you're gonna be under, I think you're gonna be under. Mine is coming up really soon in like a few weeks, so I'll definitely be able to tell y'all about that later, but to be continued. So they put a scope down your throat just to make sure that your stomach is healthy and nothing is wrong and will have a negative effect on the surgery. And then once you get all of that done, then you can schedule your surgery. So I went ahead and the first thing I asked for was a list of doctors that I can actually visit. And so I saw this one doctor who is extremely convenient, like literally minutes away from me. And I thought, you know what, I work 6 days a week. It's kind of hard to schedule time off because I'd have to take PTO time, and who wants to do that? But anyway, so seeing this doctor and how close he was, I was super excited. Now, granted, when I looked up the reviews, because I review everybody, okay? The reviews that the doctor had, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see a lot of really good reviews, but I didn't see any really bad reviews. But you want your doctor to have at least 4 stars, okay? Or at least tapping on that 3.5, okay? And when I saw his reviews, I was like, they're mostly complaining about, you know, either insurance or something like that, so I'm not really gonna trip. I'm just gonna choose this doctor because he's hella convenient and I wanna be comfortable. Now, when I went to my visit, I didn't see the doctor. I saw a nurse practitioner who was basically like a doctor anyways. And she went over everything with me. She set me up with my patient portal, which I can follow up with my, you know, my results and keep up with my progress and everything online. She also gave me information as to how I can set up my nutritional counseling, how I can set up my psych evaluation, and so on and so forth. So with that patient portal and all the information that they give you in like a little packet like this, I was able to like schedule everything in January. Do you hear me? Like literally once I got that information, the first thing I did was call everybody and set up my psych evaluation and set up my nutritional counseling. Right now I'm on my 4th nutritional counseling coming up on Sunday. So every 30 days, like I said, I chose Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm gonna get that done the first thing in the morning and then let me have the rest of my day. So anyway, so set that up, and every 30 days she'll send me an email. I download this actual app where we can FaceTime and have, you know, scheduled meetings, and you put in a code, and then when it's your time you put your code in and bam, you're FaceTiming with your counselor and she's asking you the same questions you were, you know, and interacting with you as if you were in a classroom anyway. So it's been super convenient with my nutritional counselor. And then also with my psych evaluation, I was able to contact, you know, that office, and they were like, you know, you can have a phone evaluation. I was like, yes, sign me up, because I'm all about being hella convenient. So got my psych evaluation scheduled and everything. So I had my first nutritional call, and then I had my psych evaluation call all in January. Like I wasn't wasting no time. So boom, got those 2 done. And now it's time to meet the doctor. So I finally go to the doctor that I chose, and I meet with him for like maybe 15 minutes, and he tells me the same thing that the nurse practitioner basically told me like the last visit. So it really wasn't no really good new type of news. I was like, oh, I gotta meet you. I don't know, but since it is a criteria, like I'm gonna do that shit just so that I can get this over with. But another thing about this doctor is like I really could not like jush with him because he was like whispering everything. So I was kind of like Little John, like like, what are you saying? I can barely hear you. You're speaking as loud as a damn dog whistle. You know what I mean? So I was really straining to hear him. And I kind of felt like maybe he really wasn't into it, or maybe he was sleepy. I don't know. But it's like, you giving me the same information anyways. Move along. We're not even gonna talk about that doctor anymore. So as time is going on and I'm just waiting to schedule my next appointment, and I'm going through my nutritional calls. So right now I'm on like my third, at this time, right? I'm on my third, I want to say second or third nutritional call. And then I go to check my mail around this time, and I get a note or a letter from the doctor's office that I have been visiting for bariatric surgery. And in this letter, they're basically telling me that, you know, they're closing their practice and they're referring all of their patients to TLC out here in Houston. And I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm reading it like it's a Dear John letter. Like, are y'all seriously closing the practice? Like, I literally have been getting everything going. So that means I'm thinking and I'm scared that I'm going to lose all of my progress, because now I have to start all over with this new doctor. Like, this is just not fair. And how come all of a sudden now you guys are closing your practice? Like, in January, you should have already known, like, we're going to be closing this shit like soon. And why would you still take patients on? I don't know. I just don't think, get up in the morning and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to close my practice and then let me just send all this shit out to everybody. Anyways, I was just a little bit upset, so y'all excuse me for the language, but still, after all of that, you know, I was just like, just too through with that doctor's office. But then again, think about it this way. I did speak about the reviews, and I was like, they don't have that many good reviews for this doctor, but it's okay because he was hella convenient. But still, always choose a doctor that has good reviews, has been in the game for some time, and who has done many surgeries like this. You want someone who has so much experience, like they can basically do it with their eyes closed. So the doctor that they referred everybody to happens to be a very highly rated doctor. He's done so many surgeries, top doctor out here in Houston. So if you Google, you'll see he's like one of the top. So I was like kind of, you know, relieved about it, but then I'm still stressed out. Like, I need to make sure all of my stuff transfers. So just to let you know, like, all of these doctor's appointments cost money if your insurance does not cover it. As an example, when I met Mr. Whisper Wispies, I had to pay $160 out of pocket. Now, granted, the first initial visit was free. Well, I'm not going to say free, but it was covered by my insurance. But the next time I had to see, you know, someone, I had to pay money. And then also labs, and then also other types of testing and whatever else you have to do. And also too, for the psych evaluation, I had to pay for that. That was $52. Of course, it's $150, but when you have insurance, they pay for a portion. And then for my nutritional counseling, that happened to have been free, so I don't have to pay anything for that. That's free. Go to see this new doctor, and he basically tells me the same thing that the other doctor and the nurse practitioner told me before. So I'm already going in this already knowing a lot of things. I Google a lot of stuff. I talk to my sisters about their experiences before and after, and you know, basically I already know this information. But of course, they give you you know, at this new place, they give you a nice little packet. I'm not going to show you exactly everything that's in there, but little sidebar, when you do your nutritional counseling, they will give you this little booklet. Okay, now this booklet is of course gonna help you as far as, you know, eating, and you know, it goes over a lot of good information. So you really want to go through this. And make sure that you read as much as you can, because you want to prepare yourself for the surgery coming up. Because trust me, what my sisters told me about after post-surgery, like, it was like, wow. Anyways, they also give you information about if you want to do your psych evaluation. Of course, I've already had mine done and over way back in January, so it's like, what I need this for. And then also too, skipping out a whole big factor is that most of my progress have been transferred. So they're like, whatever we don't catch, you just have to let us know or tell your nutritional counselor or whoever to send the information to them. So that, thank God, that has been taken care of. And in this packet also, the doctor scribbles on a piece of paper, okay? And this is what I'm getting done, the gastric sleeve. So you have the different types that, of course, this right here, let me just say this. This gastric band is no longer legit. It has a less It has 10% fail to lose 25% EBW. So I'm like, who would ever want to get an object placed in them forever? Okay, no one. And then this one is a more like that one, I would say if you were like really, really overweight, and not to be disrespectful to anyone out there, but if you're like 500, 600 pounds or whatever, you would definitely go for the Raw and Wide. But of course, my highest weight now, since I've been taking medication, and trust me, I'm going to get more into that, I've gotten up to 250. Okay, now at my highest weight, way back in the day, I was like close to 300 pounds. So I was 296 at my highest weight. And then I started losing weight on my own and got all the way down to 238, but then started taking medication. That makes you gain weight. It's kind of like, why are you fighting with me? Like, the medication is supposed to help me with so many problems, and it's like, that is my main problem. But anyways, so this is what you're going to be getting done, right? So it takes a portion of your stomach off and leaves that long sleeve. So this one has 60 to 80% EBW. So this is how much you would lose. This is how successful it is. This one has post-operative nutritional progress and everything, new patient nutritional guides, which they highlight for you. And of course, this one says eliminate sugary, caffeinated, and or carbonated beverages. Drink 64 ounces of water each day. Take a daily multivitamin and calcium supplement. So this is new patient. This is before you are to get this surgery done, is what they ask that you do. And I am expected that I'm going to get this surgery done sometime in July. And I got to make sure that I follow this to the T. Another thing at the new place is, of course, they check off your progress and what you have done. As you can see, I got a lot of checks. A lot of checks. And yeah, basically the last thing I need is that EGD. So, and then they actually set you up with an appointment for your EDG, and this will be done at a separate location where they put the scope down your throat, and then you get all the rest of your information. So it's a really good package, so you can follow what you need to do. It's not going to be confusing to you. You're not going to be like, oh my God, like, what am I supposed to do? You're not going to be calling your doctor's office every damn day, like, what am I supposed to do now, whatever. Everything will be in your packet or your little booklet that they're going to give you, and then your nutritional counselor will be someone that you'll speak to like monthly. So that means that you can ask them questions as far as like how you can maybe get more motivated to follow these damn steps, because caffeinated, okay, let me tell you, if I don't have a cup of coffee in the morning, don't talk to me, don't say shit, don't whisper, don't even look at me, okay? And then once I have my coffee, then we good. Okay, yeah, okay, you may now approach the gate. Okay. Oh, one thing I did forget to tell you is that once I saw the doctor at the new place, they basically told me that a criteria of the actual practice is to take a nutritional class. Now, remember I told you guys that I do all of my nutritional classes virtually. So they're like, Ambu, you can't do it virtually. You have to actually go to a class. So I was like, hold on. So what does that mean? Like, all the progress that I've been doing, does that mean I have to now stop my virtual, you know what I mean, counseling? And she's like, no, you don't have to do that. So thank God I don't have to stop that. Like, I can continue my progress, but I at least have to take one class, which is going to be $52. In this class, of course, I have to schedule it at a certain time or a certain day, and that means extra PTO time I'm going to have to come off of my vacation time, that I'm going to have to take away from the first week, that I'm going to have to use my vacation time for when you go on, you know what I mean, on short-term disability. And for those of you who working, you know what I'm talking about. When you go on short-term disability, they don't care. They want you to use at least 1 week of your vacation time, and then they pay you the rest of the time. You know, either 80% or 60% or whatever your you know, how y'all work y'all things out there. So it's just a process, and the most important thing is to be focused and mentally ready to prepare yourself for like a complete change. If you guys want to know more, you know, you're welcome to watch these videos. I would definitely be keeping you guys updated with a lot of good information and just my experience. I'm just gonna be honest with you, it is not one of those videos where you're gonna be like getting all types of bullet points and stuff like that. Like, I'm literally just venting and giving you a little bit of information. Until the next video, you guys, hope to see y'all.